Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Gridiron Glory. Will and Tad here, talking all 32 teams, focusing on some football here on Super Bowl week. We're going to be looking at the NFC Championship game, which saw Seattle advance back to the Super Bowl with a 31-27 victory at home over the Rams. Just an incredible game of football here. Seattle, an incredible environment for high level football. I think that first off, their fans deserve a whole lot of credit for making that home field advantage into what it is. And after seeing that game, where would you rank Seattle's home field advantage amongst NFL teams?
I mean, it's it's pretty neck and neck with Arrowhead Stadium. Not gonna lie there, Tad. But at the end of the day, if I had to rank a clear cut number one, 12th man, I mean, quite literally the home of the 12th man itself, Lumen Field, and in a beautiful stadium too with a beautiful fan base, probably number one.
I mean, they just don't lose big games in that field. It just doesn't happen. And once again, the 12th man lived up to their reputation. Seattle lived up to their reputation. They had an incredible game on that field. Sam Darnold had one of his best performances of his career, arguably, in the biggest game of his career, going 25 of 36, 346, three touchdowns, no turnovers, just a very clutch game by Sam Darnold, making every play when the moment called for it and proving that he can be, in fact, a quarterback that can win in the playoffs. I mean, something there's been questions in the past about how he's going to look in a big game, how he can handle pressure, and he lived up to the moment. I mean, a very impressive performance there from Sam Darnold. So you got to give him a lot of credit for how he answered all the questions.
And where would you rank Sam Darnold amongst former Jets in the NFL, amongst players that used to play for the New York Jets specifically?
I mean, you'd probably have to rank him pretty highly on that list, if not number one. I mean, he's definitely reinvented himself from his time in New York, which is very hard to do. You know what that place can do to quarterbacks. So a lot of credit there to survive the Jets and really reinvent himself the last 2 years. It's just been incredible to see his dedication and hard work. And now
And
the results are where they are.
my next question, Tad Dorsey, is where would you rank him amongst former Vikings in the NFL, specifically players that used to play for the Vikings?
Yeah, a very interesting question there. I mean, really, he's the only quarterback still actively starting. Um, so I mean, amongst quarterbacks, he'd probably have to be the best. Um, yeah, I mean, he's had some moments, so we'll go with that.
Like Sam Darnold, like it's kind of like when you play for the Browns or you play for the Titans, I'd hate to say it, or the Saints even, you have to like come back from playing from a franchise like that. We saw even that same case with like Baker Mayfield in Tampa Bay this season, and we thought that he was going to be in these playoffs, but that didn't happen this year. Anywho, Sam Darnold. eh, A better question that's better than the first two questions, Tad. Where would you rank Sam Darnold amongst quarterbacks in the 2018 draft class? Specifically in his draft class amongst
Yeah,
quarterbacks that were drafted
probably
alongside him.
probably like fourth or fifth, maybe sixth.
A very stunning reaction, reply to that, considering that he's the first one of that class to make the Super Bowl. But yeah,
I mean,
um,
it is in fact a team game, and I mean, it was definitely a lot to do with some of the teammates he has. I mean, like I said, he deserves a lot of credit for the way he's played. I'm not trying to take away from how he played. He played an incredible football game. He's having an incredible season. But there's some elite quarterbacks in that 2018 class that you'd have to rank ahead of him. But with that said, just an incredible performance by Seattle. Sam Darnold, Kenneth Walker, the touchdown, Jackson Smith and the Jigba, of course. We know what he can do, so I'll give you a chance to talk some about
Yeah, I mean Jackson Smith, the Jigba. If you're referring to my alter ego down there this week, um, yeah, all season long I had him ranked number one amongst wide receivers, and I mean that ranking still holds. I mean, you literally had the two best wide receivers in the entire NFL this season playing each other, and I mean we'll get more to that when we get to the Rams side of things because I mean, Tad, these were honestly, these were the two best teams in the NFL all season long, in my opinion. Truth be told, I mean, I think these were the two best, well-rounded teams in the league. They were going head to head, and it's a shame that one of them had to lose. I mean, one could say that this was almost the Super Bowl by proxy. I mean, because whoever won this game was going to be favored in the Super Bowl, so one could almost say that it's more than likely like that's going to happen. But obviously, the Patriots and the Seahawks will still have to play a game on the field, so anything could happen there. But yeah, Jackson Smith and the Jigba, getting back to him specifically. I mean, yeah, 10 catches, 153 yards for a touchdown. Um, you know, I again, the Ohio State University. I mean, this is just a big statement to them and their development to develop elite, talented wide receivers in the NFL. So shout out to the Ohio State University for producing another great one in the league. I don't know what it is they feed their wide receivers there, but it must be something pretty good. Um, but Jackson Smith and the Jigba, man, like he's always a threat. He can pretty much burn any secondary player. Um, if he's in a foot race with you, I mean, he's gonna beat you 9 times out of 10. Um, just his agility, his athleticism. I mean, I only wish I was Jackson Smith Majigba, truthfully. um, but yeah, more specifically, Tad, where would you rank Rashid Shaheed amongst wide receivers in the league?
I mean, strictly talking about his performance as a wide receiver and not like the return game. I mean, I'd definitely not rank him amongst the top 32 wide receivers. I mean, that would be a pretty hard sell, though he did have a big play in this game in that first drive where Seattle took the early lead. So credit there. He had that 51-yard play there that really got them going. So he's a deep threat and he can provide a lot. But I mean, I would not rank him as a premier wide receiver in the league.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty safe to say. I mean, I don't know. Personally, I factor in. I mean, returnability. If you're a skilled position player and you also have special team skills, to me, that just contributes to your overall profile as a player. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, nobody really makes return man rankings, so I mean, I guess you could make return man rankings, but I specifically made wide receiver rankings in that way. So yeah, Cooper Cup. Cooper Cup is going back to the Super Bowl, Tad. He won a Super Bowl MVP with the LA Rams, and now he beat them. And yeah, what were your thoughts? What were your emotions? And what was your takes on when Cooper Cup caught that touchdown pass against his former team?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of credit to Cooper Cup. I mean, they did not really know how much more he could provide. The Rams, I mean, when they decided not to bring him back. So for him to produce in the way he did and then show up in this big moment, get the real touchdown there in the third quarter to sort of stretch out the lead. I mean, that was a moment where you were feeling like maybe this is a real thing that's going to happen with Seattle. I mean, the Rams, they did do what they could to get back in the game, but you really had to wonder at that point if Seattle might just be a team of destiny at this point, just with how they play, with all the pieces clicking. Seems they are very much healthy at this point as well, about as healthy as you could hope to be in a Super Bowl at this late in the season after playing as many games as they have. I mean, they've played like 19 games just to get to this point. So to be where they are, I mean, just an incredible accomplishment. And you just got to feel like this might be their moment.
Absolutely, especially when you have on the defensive side of the football the best player on the entire team. And yes, I'm talking about number 8, Kobe Bryant. Yeah, who recorded "Nobody covers Kobe Bryant the way we do on the Gridiron Glory," folks. Yeah, Kobe Bryant, 2 total tackles and a solo. Yeah, but all in all, the Seattle defense as a whole, I mean, you got guys like Ernest Jones, you got guys like Devin Witherspoon. I mean, Tad, this defense is pretty damn elite. Nick Amanawar, even. I mean, like the 3 pass deflections from him, 6 total tackles and a solo. Demarcus Lawrence, even. Just some big names on this defensive side of the football that not a lot of people talk about too much. I mean, it's just this Seattle defense has been flying under the radar, and I mean their ability to shut out the Rams in the fourth quarter, this elite Rams unit, absolutely insane. But trust and believe. I mean, if the Seahawks are to win the Super Bowl, it'll definitely be behind the sheer willpower and the elite carrying ability of Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, for sure. For sure he will have an impact in that. Yeah, I was very surprised to see how the Rams final real drive ended. With the Rams, I mean, it was a very tense moment there. The Rams, they get the touchdown, cut the lead to 4, they get the ball back, and then they have a real chance to take the lead late in the fourth quarter. They drive the ball all the way down inside the 5 yard line. I'm sorry, inside the 10 yard line to the 6 yard line, but they can't get any closer. They get up to a 2nd and 4, and then they throw a pair of incompletions there. So just a very rough moment there. It was a very strong season for the Rams for Sean McVay, though he did have some really questionable play calling there. And you want to get some of your best players the ball in a big moment. You have guys like Puka Nakua. Devontae Adams has been incredible in the red zone. So it's really unfortunate that the last 2 passes of the season, at least of that drive, I should say, go to players other than those two. I just think in moments like that, you want to give your stars a chance to win the game, and that did not happen.
No, I mean it didn't. Kind of a weird ending there for yeah, the Rams. Just I mean honestly, just not the execution that you wanted to have there at the end. I mean, I'm sure Matthew Stafford and I'm sure all the players in that moment would love to have that play back. They'd love to have that drive
Mhm.
back. Just sometimes your season literally comes down to a play or two. Just
Mhm.
it's just the way it goes sometimes.
I mean, what's so painful is that it was such a good drive. I mean, they went all the way down the field. They started at like their own 10 yard line and they get all the way down to the 6 yard line. But just the last 3 plays of the drive just can't get any closer. Just a very unfortunate moment there. Like I said, I'm sure McVay regrets some of the calls he had on the last 3 plays, but sometimes that's just how it goes. I mean,
I mean
Seattle
that's
made the plays and they deserve the credit for it.
I mean playoff glory is that's exactly what it is. It's very glorious. It's very triumphant. But then there's playoff defeat. So when you get this far into the stage of the NFL, like when you come this far, I mean, yeah, it's going to come down to like one drive, one play, 2 plays, and Sean McVay is going to be thinking about that all off season long. Um, again, like they would love to have that back. I mean, because outside of that, I mean, the Rams, I mean, they went in there, they competed. Um, I certainly believe that they left it all out there on the field, and I mean they gave themselves a chance to win up until the very end. Had I mean just very heartbreaking if you're a Los Angeles Rams fan in this like very very heartbreaking. I mean Puka Nakua though 9 catches for 165 yards and a touchdown. I gotta say if Jackson Smith the Jigba didn't exist, Puka Nakua would be the greatest wide receiver in the league right now. If Jackson Smith Najigba didn't exist, I mean, man, but I mean, I don't know because when we talk in our chat, I hyped them both up pretty darn good. So yeah, but the thing about Jackson Smith the Jigba is like, when he came into the league, we knew his potential. We knew what he could do, and he thrived into that. And same with Puka Nakua. Like, same with Puka Nakua. When he first came into the league, like, before he even played a down of NFL football, Dad, we were talking about him last season when we were, covering the Rams and studying them. And we were like, man, Puka Nakua is going to do some great things in the league. So I'm just really happy that both of those men have lived up to their hype more than anything. So, but yeah, very unfortunate ending for the LA Rams. And I mean, just wasn't enough by Kobe Durant on the defensive side. I mean, only 5 total tackles, 4 solo, and 2 pass deflections in this game. What was your thoughts on Kobe Durant's performance for the Rams?
Yeah, and Kobe Durant, he did what he could. I mean, the Rams, their defense kind of got a little closer in the fourth quarter, but just not enough plays early in the game.
Yeah, that's for sure, man. Just a very unfortunate ending for the Rams. But yeah, stay tuned for season recap action on them. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow the Gridiron Glory with Will and Tad. And yeah, happy Super Bowl.